Hello and welcome to Accept the Moments. I'm Colton. I'm joined here with Josh and Jonathan. We actually want to start this first episode off with talking about a little bit how we met. So, Josh, how'd we meet?
We met in college.
That was,
Well, yeah. We met in college. We knew each other before a little bit, but we met in college.
Officially.
Officially.
Yeah.
I met you guys in college.
Yeah, that's true.
As I know it wasn't exactly our first time in college for all of us. It was about a year in for, I'd say, most of us.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was probably about a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I actually met, someone we knew back in high school, Colton. I ran into him on my first day of college. So, I don't know about that. His name... I don't want to come up with a fake name.
We'll call him Jeff.
We'll call him Jeff. So I met Jeff.
My name Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
So, my first day of college, I am freaked out. So, I'm walking down the hall. So, there's just this long hallway. And in the middle of it is my classroom. And I'm about 30 minutes early. And walking the other way down the really long hallway is Jeff. So, we meet. And it happens to be in front of my classroom. So we meet, we start talking because we were familiar with each other in high school, but that was about it. And we're talking, 10, 15 minutes goes by, and he goes, well, I should probably go to my class. And I said, yeah, me too. And we both turn and walk towards the same door.
Oh, wow.
And that we're standing in front of.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, you're in this class too? I'm like, yeah. And we just walked in and...
I feel like it's really, like, good to have someone that you know in, like, a class, especially, like, for your first one. Because, like, for me, like, I screwed up and waited, like, way too late to schedule my classes. And so I got stuck with literally all night classes. Like, and if you know anything about night classes, like, no one comes to night classes. Like, it's all, like, older people.
Dead.
Like, exactly, yeah.
I guess the night of the living dead. It's like Pet Cemetery in there.
Yeah, and so...
I understand that, man. That was my whole first year.
Yeah, I didn't know anyone going into chat state at all except for I knew them, and I knew well, shit, I don't want to say real names. Yeah,
It'd be our secret.
Okay. But yeah, I knew a friend. I only knew about 2 people going in to chat state, so it was kind of a awkward first semester because it was like I was taking night classes with a bunch of old people, and there was no one like my age or like anyone on campus at all like after 5 because most of my classes were like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
So it wasn't really until that second semester I feel like that I got like the, I guess, college experience. And I think that's the semester I met you guys.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'd say my first semester I really didn't... I didn't meet anybody that I knew. I met Jonathan a little after meeting Josh because I actually got introduced to him through Josh. And
Josh introduced himself to you.
yes.
Yeah, that's how that worked.
No, me and Josh, we actually go back a little bit too. We met a little bit in high school, but it wasn't anything that was like, we just volunteered together for a little bit. So it was kind of passing, and we'd run into each other in town every now and again. But,
That's also how we knew Jeff as well.
Yeah. Jeff kind of met us through that, and so it was kind of...
And we had another friend of ours who met us through the same thing. So we kind of were really lucky that first semester. There was a core group of 4 or 5 of us who had met that way, ended up all being at chat state together.
Mine was the second semester, remember? Like, so you guys had already started talking for a little bit, and then I finally showed up.
I don't
Colton
remember.
was fashionably late, like
I
always.
am. Like, listen.
Okay, this was fall 2017 for me.
Yeah. This... Oh.
That's when I started college.
Oh, wow, you started a year before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, it was a humble community college. I don't know, it was kind of fun. It was, once I met them, we started kind of talking. We were weird acquaintances, and we eventually met up from there.
It was really weird how we started talking. Without detail, it was like shared life experiences up to that point, and we would kind of vent to each other about it, and that's how we became friends.
It was one crappy experience after another.
Yeah. Right. And then I met you, and the crappy experiences just went through the roof, man. No, so I remember my whole...
What?
What'd you say? See
what I mean?
So my whole first year was like Jonathan talked about having like trash schedules. My first semester, actually, I signed up the Friday before the Monday that class started.
Yeah, see, that was
and
the
that
mistake
was
you made,
actually my parents' fault because I was like, wait, I'm doing chat state. Shouldn't we like be there? Yeah, we'll go.
Oh, so they kept putting it on the back burner.
Kept putting off. I'm like, it starts on Monday. Oh, we gotta go. And I ended up like, the advisor I got, he was like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I literally have no idea. And he goes, all right, gen ed degree, whatever that is, slams it on the desk, not really, and goes, okay, your schedule is going to suck because, I mean, it's right before classes start. And I had, like, Monday and Friday was morning classes. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday was first thing in the morning, like 8 a.m., and then like a 5:30 class at night.
Oh, so you had like a 7-hour break. Yeah, that
So
sucks.
I either just waited out here for 8 hours and did not much,
Yeah.
or I went home and I just drove to school like 8 times a week.
Dang. Yeah, no, that is rough.
Yeah, I was kind of weird because the degree I was going for initially, I changed degrees, but I was going for an aeronautical science degree or an engineering degree, and so the college we went to actually didn't offer this, so I had to write my own advising schedule for like the first 2 years of college, and I'd walk into these advisors and they'd just be like, it looks good, here's your number. Never questioning, never looking, they're just being like, hey, you know what you're talking about.
They
At
basically
first,
said,
go ahead.
They basically said, bye, have a great time.
Yeah, they're like,
Right,
well.
I was gonna say at first that's dangerous, man, because
Yeah.
you can't do that. Now, once I was like close to graduating from Chat State, it was like I would go in and be like, I know what classes I need, and he'd be like, well, you have this one too. I'm like, yep, and he goes, okay. My last advisor meeting here actually was like, it was a 2-minute meeting. I got my pen and everything, and it was with another friend of mine there, and him and my advisor had an entire conversation. 2 minutes for that meeting, and I was gone.
You guys had advisor meetings?
I had to
You
get
guys
my
had an
pen.
advisor?
I don't even know what you're talking about. I never had advisor meetings. Like,
Really?
No.
You just emailed and here's your pen?
Yeah, literally, I'd be like, I need my pen, and they're like, here you go.
Wow.
That was, I mean, not the first. So I was originally a chemistry major. I don't know if you guys ever knew that.
I
No,
did not
I
know
did not.
that.
Yeah, I was a chemistry major. Lo and behold, we took pre-cal 1, and it turned out 51 just wasn't gonna cut it. So I learned real quick. So chemistry is a no-go. That's when I met my actual advisor, and he's really chill. He just literally just email us the pen. Like, we wouldn't even have to ask him for it. He just email everyone.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah.
See, for me, I had, like, my first semester, I was just general education degree.
Yeah.
And then my second semester, I was computer science. But they kept tossing me. I had, like, 5 different advisors. And I was only here 5 semesters. So, or I only met 5 semesters. So it was like, I just had a different advisor each time. And every one of them was like, we need to have a meeting. I need to get to know you. I'm like, chances are I won't even see you again. So, like, just give me my pen. I know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Where is she? Where's Commissioner Gordon?
Where's the trigger?
No, man, you went through advisors like most girls go through handbags. Like, what was up with that?
That's one way to put it.
That is a way to put it, Colton.
Oh, man. No, the advisor. Whenever I decided to switch degrees, I did finally get a really cool advisor, and shout out to her. But she was writing a book at the time, so she actually appreciated that I kind of knew what I was doing, signing up for my own classes and everything. But she got me on track, and we kind of talked about the degree I wanted to, and then I settled on computer science, which is...
You settled for it, huh?
It is soul crushing. It's wonderful. I love it.
Wow, it's almost like you two have the same degree.
Yeah, we do.
It is totally soul crushing, but at the same time, it is like, I would not want anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those degrees. If you're ever looking into it, it's not always the most glamorous, and there's a lot of frustration involved. But once you actually build what you're trying to build, it comes out pretty awesome.
Emphasis on a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of frustration, lots of hours of crying, and then you realize, oh, I missed a semicolon. And then it all works wonders.
Raging at your computer.
Why aren't you working?
Yeah, I'll write my papers any day. Over
Yeah,
math.
Jonathan, what major are you?
Communications. But
That's so cool.
kind of no degree at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, communications is a degree. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with it.
Yeah, I just never finished it, so.
Oh, well, you know.
It happens. I didn't want to pass the science classes, so.
Yeah.
It happens.
Who needs science anyway?
Honestly. Yeah.
Who needs-
Lord, those were the worst classes I've ever taken.
Honestly, yeah.
I got a D in Chem 1 and was like, yeah, no, I'm out.
Yeah.
Chem 1, I had a weird, I don't know what curse was on me, but every single assignment I did, it was either a 74, 75, or 76. My grades did not escape those three numbers. Every time, that was my range.
I mean, I'd get like 40s on tests.
C's
Even on the tests, on the
Oh, yeah.
quizzes, on the whatever else there was, everything was in that range, except for labs, I guess. But labs were kind of like show up and you get a A.
Literally. My lab professor was super dope, actually. She baked us cookies.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
awesome,
I know.
actually.
What were in the cookies?
Yeah. Chocolate chips, I
Love.
guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Unless she put her own version of love in it. You never know.
Apparently, I'm allergic to love.
Are you?
Yes.
How'd you find that one out?
Well, so there was a while back. Me and Josh used to.
What?
Hold up.
So while we.
Hold
No, so what we met through volunteering, and one of the things we used to volunteer at is
The
this
sperm
thing
bank?
called- Yes. Hi, welcome to the
Yeah,
bank.
back when we were in high school, we would volunteer at the sperm bank.
It was quite
legit.
lucrative, really. Anyway,
Please continue.
off subject. Yeah. So we they have this thing around Christmas time. It's called Operation Christmas Child, and essentially what you most churches or anything you donate at, you'll send toys. Well, we actually worked at I at least volunteered at the distribution center. So we'd load boxes onto trucks, and I have an allergy to tree nuts. Just kind of give a little bit of backstory.
So no peanut butter for you.
Actually, peanut butters are fine. Peanut butter is peanuts are technically a bean.
Oh, I
It's
see.
weird. Yeah, I know.
Science.
Yeah,
Over my head.
Yeah, chemistry is not my thing.
I thought it was my thing, and then,
Well, we learn.
you know what they say.
If the duck don't, yeah. No, so at this event, we'd load the trucks, and so they brought us lunch. And when doing this, I asked the lady, I was going to get one of the desserts, and I asked her, I was like, hey, do these cookies have any nuts in them? And she goes, oh, no, they're made with love, honey. And one hospital trip later, they were not made with love. They were not.
They probably had D's in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nuts. No. Yeah, so it's
I actually never did that.
really
Our volunteer thing decided to stop doing cool stuff right as I joined.
oh yeah.
I did Wreaths Across America once, and that's the only thing I actually was able to do.
Yeah, Wreaths is it's a pretty good organization though. It's definitely worth it if you guys ever get a chance to. It's one I recommend checking out. Whenever I was whenever me and Josh joined initially, this is it's ROTC for homeschoolers basically. And one of the things they do is they teach aerospace education. You get to go on volunteer activities, but there's a little bit of there wasn't as much available whenever he was in.
Now, so Colton joins, and Jeff and other people that we knew,
Yeah.
and like they're doing all this fun stuff, and then I get in there and they go, "Oh, this kid's here. We can't do the fun stuff anymore." So like, all we ended up doing was drill for the rest of my time there, and then I leave and they start doing fun stuff again. I'm like, dude,
Dang.
I've been here for so long.
They shafted you.
It was
Yeah, for
bad.
real.
All we did was drill for a while.
I was there for a
Yeah.
long time too.
Wait, so was this the place where you were talking about the peace tea to me? Where you guys were taking the peace tea shots?
The
No, I know what
No.
you're talking
Oh,
about.
okay,
This
okay.
is that took me a second. No, this is a different thing. I did that thing. Now I feel like I have to explain. So what was funny about that was I was at some sort of like Bible study camp over the summer at this place.
Oh, that's right.
And it was one day it was storming, but there was like one bolt of lightning. And they were like, everybody, go to your dorms. We can't have you struck by lightning. And we're all just like, why? We could like be in the main building all together, like hanging out. And they're like, no, you got to be back in your dorms. So we're in our tiny dorms. And one dude happened to, like, we were locked in there for like 3 or 4 hours this day because they were waiting on these quote unquote storms to pass. It was one bolt of lightning the entire time.
Dang.
And so we're sitting there bored out of our minds. And about an hour and a half in, one of the dudes is like, I have like 13 cans of peace tea.
What just possessed him? He just decided when he's packing, like, oh yeah, like 13 cans, an essential.
I know, like to go, well, it was a 8-day camp.
Secretly, he's a Peace Tea sponsor.
I guess. Yeah, he's
Not
very
sponsored by Peace Tea.
So he pulls
Peace Tea,
out,
if you're
and we
looking
thought
for
he was
somebody.
kidding until he pulls out like 13, and you know the cans are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
13, I'm just saying 13, but it was a lot. It was over 10 cans of this tea.
Yeah. Peace Tea hits different, though.
It
I do
is
enjoy
good.
It. Yeah.
But this guy, he's like, well, if y'all want some. So he's just kind of like, he hands a can to each of us.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes is like, wait a minute. There's Listerine cups in the bathroom. Like, and they're just little shot cups. And they're like, guys, you know what we should do since we're being locked in here against our will? We're going to have a shot competition. And to them, they thought it was like this huge thing, like, we're at a Christian camp and we're having a shot competition. We're breaking the law. You know, that kind of mentality.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just like, I get to drink peace tea. Let's go.
Right.
So,
Favorite flavor?
oh, it's been a while. I don't even
Razzleberry,
remember.
100% razzleberry.
That's probably my second favorite. I'm a peach guy. I like the
are
peach.
dead to me.
I
No,
would have to
why? The
agree with
peach.
Colton.
The peach is the best.
What? Okay. Why?
Very, very rarely is a peach flavored thing good.
Dang.
I have
no,
to
I
ask
disagree.
you. So you walk up to a cooler at a store,
Yeah.
and you see like a wall of peach tea, and the first thing you do is you look at the peach and you go, "Yes, that one's for me."
Yeah, I mean,
It's
the best one.
It is the $1,000 bar of candy bar. What? It is the $1,000.
Let's try that one more time.
It is the $1,000 candy bar of drinks.
No. Here's the thing. Remember when I mentioned a special someone that I shouldn't have mentioned earlier about knowing prior to college? That's his favorite flavor too.
Really?
Yeah, he likes peach.
That's funny.
So, I will say the raspberry is my second favorite. I do like the
Raspberry hits different, man.
And then I like the the snowberry, the blue one.
Yeah, the snowberry is pretty good. I think that's universally everybody's favorite.
Well, what I want to do eventually is I want to build a peace tea can wall. So like
Okay.
glue like peace tea cans together, like, and then just put them on like a piece of like cardboard, like glue them to a piece of cardboard and put that cardboard up against the wall, so that way I can like teleport it too. So I have just a whole wall of just like different colors of peace tea cans.
So I was,
That actually is kind of cool,
Yeah.
dude.
That's a cool idea. So you gonna you looking to like collect ones from different eras, or like what's going on?
I don't know, probably just
I like the different colors.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, yeah, the different colors. I'm gonna like
Yeah,
mismatch like a Jackson Pollock type deal.
Yeah, honestly, that's
So,
kind of cool. You can
Yeah.
make like get it big enough, you can make like a painting out of it. Draw
Yeah.
like a dog.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I get my own place, that's the plan. Big cardboard, glue
Yeah.
all the peace tea cans.
I
Yeah.
like how your first plans for when you like get your own place is I'm going to have a wall. It will be peace tea.
Literally.
I love it.
Yeah.
You should make it into a peace sign.
Oh yeah, like do like one color for the peace sign and then all the
Yeah.
other, yeah. Oh, okay, that would
I
be,
think that
yeah.
I think
That would
could
be
be
cool.
Yeah.
I'll help you do that.
Yeah, that would
Honestly,
be super cool. Yeah.
Contact me.
Well, if y'all drink peace tea, save your cans.
I honestly haven't drank it in like first off, it's already been a long time, but since that thing at the camp,
Yeah.
like I drink I alone, because we did it like a tournament style, the competition, and I made it to the final thing. So I alone chugged like 4 cans on my own.
Your kidneys were saying help.
So me and the other guy who made it all that way, we were like, at the end of it, we like fell over and we're just like, we're done. We're it's too much.
Dang.
So after that, I had enough peace tea for a while, and then I've gotten a couple of cans since then. But
Yeah, it's been a while for me too. Actually, I've been really getting into I've been getting into body armor. Those are good, but also vitamin water.
Yeah.
Vitamin water hits so different.
You know what's
my girlfriend is obsessed with
I am
vitamin
too,
water.
yeah.
It's good, man.
Vitamin water is pretty good. You know, dragon fruit is honestly that is top tier.
Dragon fruit's
Like
a really
that.
good one. I mean, my favorite's the blueberry pomegranate one. That's just,
What is with you and liking the weird flavors of
the
things?
blueberry pomegranate
Nah.
one is like the main one.
Okay, no, but the OG is the orange. Like
Orange is okay.
Yeah,
I don't like the lemonade one. I think
I can agree with that. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fault you for that. I was gonna say we could also.
We'll fault you for the raspberry peach tea, though.
second favorite flavor though.
I mean, you're letting peach beat it.
Peach is a good flavor.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is we do an actual shot competition. We get some gin, we get some peace tea, we have a good time. You have a cardboard thing, and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll have my alcohol. You'll
make
have your
it rum,
cardboard.
and I'm in, mate.
Dark rum.
Whatever you fancy.
You know what?
Rum
You
is
got-
rum.
You got yourself a deal, my friend.
Rum.
If it makes me Jack Sparrow, then count me in.
I don't
I've got a wall of tea. I've got
Right.
a wall of tea.
And Colton is drunk.
And guess what's inside it?
Actually, what you do is you have the peace tea wall, and you make it so you can like open it up, and it's like a room behind it that's just more.
Yeah. Like put it on like a door or something.
Colton just hides in there, and he's drunk half the time.
It's funny that you mentioned that too, because one thing I started doing is. Yes, and
It's funny that you mentioned me drunk half the time anyway.
Yeah, my problems aside.
There's a game that I like to play where every time I get depressed, I like to take a shot.
It's you also played on Valentine's Day, or is that just me?
I think that's just you, bud.
Like that basement drinking.
Why are we
Anyway.
You were gonna tell a story.
Anyway, no, it's funny that you mentioned the peace tea and the wall thing, because I'd actually started looking into doing that with puzzles.
Like a puzzle on the wall.
Yeah. I never really knew how to do it before, but I started looking into the process of like building a puzzle and then putting resin on it, and actually mounting it as a picture frame. It's building a specific Star Wars puzzle right now.
What's your reason for doing this?
They have the Lego ones. You know what I'm talking about with the
Yeah.
little Lego stubs, and they build the picture.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Is it one of those?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a cool idea.
They're like $120 though. That's the only thing.
That's not too bad.
It's not terrible.
I mean,
No,
for
not for
Lego.
Legos.
It's about the size of that right behind us. I mean,
Yeah,
but-
I mean, to give perspective for listeners, it's basically the size of a small like table. So it's yeah. The other thing I was
Things that could like.
yeah, the idea behind this is actually doing it like a man cave, kind of what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, doing like that. No,
Gotta build up the man cave, man.
honestly, no, it'd be pretty cool. I eventually want to get it. I got a free office at the moment, and I'm looking to get
sweet.
it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what's super dope actually is the they have these tables where it has like all the different games in it. So like the base is like a pool table. It's got like an air hockey table, a
I've seen
foosball
that,
table.
yeah.
Dude,
it's like
yeah,
you
so
can-
you just
yeah.
take the layer away.
Yeah, and a ping pong table too. They have all the different games you can play. So that would be cool.
I have to have one of those.
Right. I'm terrible at ping pong, man. I need to get better.
You know what? I just came up with an idea. What we're doing is we're just gonna build a joint man cave.
I'm down.
Just for the podcast.
Right. And do the
Dude,
podcast
man.
there. Yo, I'd be down.
We're gonna get a hype house, guys. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Woo-hoo. Woot woot.
Can we call ourselves Gays Are Us?
Guys, I don't want to buy the house anymore.
I'm good, man.
3 bros chilling in a man cave, 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
Yeah.
That's about how far apart we are now.
Yeah, I mean COVID and all, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least 6 feet apart. We're breaking rules.
Does that even exist anymore? Like
No, I haven't actually seen it around. I
was
feel
gonna
like
say.
if it is around, nobody actually follows it anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like a super
my mom works at a hospital, so she's
Well, yeah.
following it a
Yeah.
lot.
When I went to the doctor, they required me to wear one. So I mean,
You know, actually, mine didn't.
Really?
Yeah. It's weird. It's like some of the hospitals that I've been to, like, they require it out in the hallway, but, like, some of the doctors that I've been in have been like, I don't care. Just take it off.
That's just kind of where we live, too.
yeah, true. Chattanooga's great though. Like, there's so much to do.
I really think just a lot of people are tired of it. They're just like,
Yeah.
you know, if I get it, I get it. Or if I don't, I don't. It was a sucky situation and thing to happen.
It was funny, the same camp that I did the thing at, like, 2-3 years later, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
When all the COVID stuff started, there was like a weekend version of that camp, and it was the first weekend in March of 2020. And this was right as the world was about to shut down. And so we worked this camp, and it's teenagers from all over the country come to this place. And what had happened was it was a whole weekend of just what's going on. Like, we're all super close, super tight together, and then we all leave. Well, me and one of my coworkers got, like, stupid sick.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, almost bedridden.
I know this story, yeah.
I just couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty much it for me. I was just a little weak, but I was like, oh my goodness, what's happening right now? I felt like just someone was sitting on my chest constantly.
Yeah, you took the video, right, and recorded your voice, like how deep it was.
Oh, this was a different time.
Oh, okay.
This
Never mind.
was
I
that
don't
was
know.
2017.
Dang.
But just for so at that point, 2017, I just got there was a sickness that went around the camp, but only like 4 people got it. I happened to be one of those 4, and it only affected my throat, and it didn't even like hurt my throat. It just made my voice like an octave and a half deeper. And
Josh already has a really low voice.
So I was walking around like talking like this the whole time.
And that was like, that's aiming a little high too, honestly.
Right.
So I went to the doctor. Mom and Dad came and got me. They're like, we just need to see if something weird is going on. So I go to the doctor, and they put me in one of the rooms, and I start talking. The walls literally start shaking to my voice. And the doctor or nurse, whoever, I don't remember at this point, who walks in, she's like maybe 5 feet.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, hey, so what's going on today, guys? And I go, I think I'm sick. And the room shakes when I say that.
So you were literally Darth Vader.
I literally, yeah. So she,
Right there.
she's like writing whatever down, and she looks up at me with the most horrified look and goes, all right, we'll see what we can do. And walks out. It was, and I looked at Mom and Dad. I'm like, I'm so glad that happened.
At a Catholic hospital, she walks out. He's possessed.
He's possessed.
Exorcist time.
Afraid you're gonna start like vomiting. Your head's gonna start spinning around.
Just because I have a deep voice, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for accepting the moments. Have a beautiful day, you lovelies.